In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly how I make profit selling physical products, what I sell, where I get it, and how you can actually start today. Yeah, I said today. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Jones, and I specialize in helping you make an extra income stream. And just to let you know, every single Wednesday at 9 p.m., I have a product reselling class for $27 weekly live that you can actually attend and get live coaching from me. And this is something that helps you not only in an intimate setting, but also network, plus put you in the right direction if you have any questions or even just need a mentorship weekly. So definitely go ahead and go to hustlertaughtme.com and check that out. So let's really get into what product reselling is. So I see a bunch of people online and they're talking about a bunch of different things. We have drop shipping, Amazon FBA, we have people that are just thrifting. We have so many different wide varieties of reselling, and they're all right. They all have a benefit. They all have pros, cons, same thing with just general reselling, right? But I want to make it very clear on why I don't do Amazon FBA, why I don't do thrifting, and why I stay with my regular electronics that I have continuously sold for years. Well, if I was to be someone starting over, I would definitely always want to be selling to people something that they need, right? I don't want to sell anything that does not require a person to drop everything that they have or put money on a lot of funds to things that they need. And I chuckled because as I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about me spending days in the airport recently and how many people were upset because they didn't have headphones, chargers, and the group of friends that I was with, I was able to sell and make a little bit of money. And that's just because I had extra products with me. So again, making sure that you are selling something that people need is, in my opinion, the definition of reselling. It doesn't have to be you selling something new all the time. It doesn't even have to be you sitting there selling something that you can get consistently. That's not reselling. Reselling is buying something or getting something for a low cost. It could be $0 or maybe $1 or whatever it is, right? And selling it for more. But most importantly, I think the underlined terms that should be put is making sure it is a need. That is how you make sure that you're reselling successfully rather than just reselling. See, people get it different. They think that they're going to go and buy something off of clearance that they hear is trending, and maybe they hear is selling from a application they pay for monthly, and then they go buy it, risk their money and their liquid cash and try to list it up and hope that it sells. But the problem with that is why are you depending on an app when you can actually do the research yourself? What happens when that app doesn't work anymore? Or why is that app something that is cutting into your profit when you could instead be able to do that research on your own and make sure it's actually true, right? And if you have access to that app and you have access to those products that are trending, why don't your competition have that? They do, right? So you're doing the same thing your competition is doing, which can create problems. And honestly, to someone that is logical, become a little confusing. Now, how do I choose products? So I want to break this down really quickly. So I have a bunch of products behind me. And these are for like other videos that I'm doing, but I just want to bring this out. I have the Labubu dolls right here. I have some clones right here. A lot of clones actually. I have some speakers. I have a bunch of different things. Now, the reason I'm telling you guys this and showing you guys this is because when it comes to a product that I acquire, I don't just buy anything, right? Now, I've done that in the past. I brought things that I felt people would like. I thought that, oh, well, this will be something they'll buy for their kids. And then it just sat and I had to liquidate it or lost the profit. I've also brought things based upon what I like. And when I've done these things, I've tend to find that it would cause me a lot of problems and headaches because it would just sit there. I wouldn't understand why. It was so many different products. I had keychains at one point. I had the AirPod cases that people I thought wanted. The ones that, you put your AirPods in and they may be a Jordan box or maybe Lilo and Stitch or something of that nature, and it would not sell. Well, the problem is some of those products do sell, and I'm just not putting them in front of the right client. clients, or maybe those products are not trending any longer. See, when I started to actually do a deep dive into my business and realize that, hey, I need to just invest in products that are needed and then maybe seasonally go into products that may be trending or selling or people like, then I'll be able to see a better outcome. So what I do is I literally will go onto eBay and I'll go on Google Trends and I'll literally look at what is selling that I have or what I can sell that I know people need. Chargers, headphones, phone cases, MagSafe chargers, portable chargers, adapters, gadgets. Electronics, in my opinion, is one of the best places to start reselling because there is a $1 billion, almost $1 trillion industry projected next year in this. And when it comes to electronics, you can get these from a bunch of different places and they all have different qualities. You have A, AAA, AA, and you have OEM. You have a bunch of different qualities that actually could help you in your business if you put them in front of the right clientele. And not to mention, to be completely honest and really frank, they're all low cost of goods. Now, when it comes to selling these products and putting them on a platform, like I like to tell a lot of my students, when you are trying to sell something and it's not selling, I want to be very clear. It's not the product that's the problem. It's you. Every time it's you. Because see, if you're not selling and making that money or getting people to buy things from you, it's because you failed to actually put that product in front of the right person. Now, when you are trying to put the product in front of that person, let me ask you a quick question. Are you making sure that that product is marketed correctly? Are you making sure that you're also customer facing, or are you just online? Are you making sure that your product is duplicating or replicating the product that just sold yesterday? Are you making sure that you have the right titles? Are you making sure that you're utilizing AI now to help you? Are you making sure you're doing everything to get the product sold? A lot of you guys may say yes, but let me ask you, when is the last time you actually went out in person and started to sell? When is the last time you actually put the product in front of somebody and had someone else tell you what they thought about it? When is the last time? A lot of you can't answer that. So let me let you know something right now. All of the products that I sell, the trending ones, the products that are selling, scaling, they're not in an application that you have to pay for monthly. They're on my free website that every reseller like you and me can go on. It is called WESPLY.com. That stands for We Supply. That is my wholesale company. I built this company for resellers that don't have a business, EIN, or LLC. Now, if you do have that, you can still buy, but this is a company that you can utilize without needing any of that. And you can buy wholesale. See, when I first started reselling, I couldn't do that, couldn't find a site that would allow that, and it would just literally take forever for me to get products, or I would have to go to Alibaba and AliExpress, and that's a whole nother ordeal. So what I would recommend is go and browse. Go and find a product that you see people need and go out and sell. Now, I don't want to leave you guys without any platforms. So the platforms I sell on, eBay, Mercari, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. I don't sell on Amazon because Amazon is one of those platforms that restricts you for a bunch of different things. Same thing as TikTok, right? They're both great platforms. Don't get it twisted. They're great. But my problem is that the type of seller I am, I don't want to have to ask for permission to sell something to clientele, nor do I want you to put others above me because they pay, nor do I want you to put your own self above me because it's your platform. That wouldn't make sense. It's not logical, right? So I tend to stay away from Amazon because one, I got to pay to be on the platform. I got to pay fees, and I got to make sure that I am asking you to list every single little product. Doesn't make sense to me. So those are the platforms that I do sell on, and you guys can literally create these accounts today and start making money now. Now, 3-step profit system. You want to source, list, flip. Okay, that's it. Now, I tell this to students that are just starting out, just to keep it very simple, right? You want to source products, right? So let's say you don't want to use my website, WESPLY.com, where all resellers can get products without any business license, EIN, or LLC. Really great. Really great. That's all I'm saying. Really great. You know what I mean? But let's say you don't want to go on there. you can go on platforms like Alibaba, AliExpress. These platforms are platforms people use all the time, whether it's long shipping, bad quality, that's neither here nor there. Sometimes you might get really good products, I guess, right? So now, again, if you're getting products from there, you're sourcing. Now, what do you do once you get the product? The problem that a lot of people have is they just start listing and listing and listing. What I recommend is you want to source, you want to list, but the way you list is very important. You want to actually take that product that you just got, go to OfferUp, Facebook, and also eBay. Go into the search bar and type up exactly what that product is and see what has sold of that product recently. Now, if you can, make sure that you are copying the pictures, description, title, and relist it. The reason why you want to do this is to first start listing. Is no point of you doing it organically. Why would you do it organically just by yourself and off of the whim of you trying to make it a great listing when you have somebody that already did it? You have somebody that's already been able to sell. The reason we don't reinvent the wheel is because if we reinvent the wheel, we may reinvent it too late. It's not about us not being able to sell when we create that new listing. It's about, I want to get on the wave now so that my profile can gain some type of brand trust for me to be able to do organic listings later. It's a difference. You have to remember that in order for us to grow in reselling, we cannot keep thinking we have to be the innovator. Sometimes we can just be the person to make that listing better. Sometimes we could be the person to actually duplicate and replicate success, take that success and then turn it into our own. We can't keep trying to be the first. We don't need to. We just need to make sure we're selling just like our competition so that we can actually put ourselves in a position to be close right next to them and then take off. It's a difference, okay? So make sure you guys source, list, and then of course you want to make sure you're flipping. When you are taking these products and you're getting the sales, make sure that you use your profit in two ways. One, your profit should always be able to buy you another of whatever you sold. Two, after you actually put that money back into the product you actually just sold, you want to take the profit that you actually have, your pure profit, split that into two. Make sure that some goes into your savings and then put some towards whatever bill or whatever you want to spend it on, your leisure money, right? The reason you want to put the money in the savings is because you want to start saving to buy more products. You want to take from that profit to save to buy something else. This is a great, healthy way for you to make sure that you're maximizing your listing, flipping, and of course, sourcing. Now, lastly, how much can you make? See, this is a very interesting question. I get it all the time. Now, you're only going to make as much as you can. Now, I know that sounds like kind of redundant, or maybe it doesn't even sound smart at all. But you're only going to make as much as you choose, right? If you are somebody that is lazy, you might only show love to one platform. You might not be able to list on multiple. Maybe it might become quite difficult for you to be able to multitask or double down on different platforms. Maybe you don't want to do automation. By the way, we have eBay automation where we list, ship, and provide the products for you. We literally take products from our warehouse, listed on your eBay, and that's on hustlertaughtme.com. But maybe you're not somebody that wants to utilize any type of system. You're not going to make a lot of money. See, when you start thinking of reselling as building into a business, you'll start to understand that you're going to have to take sacrifices. You're also going to have to delegate your money and funds into something that's going to make you more money. You cannot always think that reselling is going to be a side hustle. At first, it's a side hustle because you need to use a main hustle to fund it. But it's very, very, very important that you are not somebody just sitting on cash. Sitting on cash, it's always going to make you lose in the long run. And if you guys want to win, make sure that you are, one, using multiple platforms, two, using your money, turning it into assets, three, making sure that you're expecting what you expect, and make sure that you are putting the best foot forward. Go become customer facing. Go sell on eBay, Mercari, OfferUp. Thank your customers, build great customer feedback, and build brand trust. All of these things are going to help you grow in the reselling game in no time. And make sure you guys go ahead. If you have any questions, comment below. I answer them all on my lives on Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. If you need anything, definitely go and join the Wednesday 9 p.m. product reselling class where I am in an intimate setting with you and I can answer your questions, point you in different directions, and also help you on different pain points that you may have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Go to hustlertaughtme.com for any of the things I listed in this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.